Welcome to Cyberpunk 2030 A Better Tomorrow。
it.
Alrighty, and we are back. We're rolling for something. Is that for? It's not for XP. Are you doing notes? Is that what it is?
He's doing notes
It's
and
for
he's
XP.
doing and for XP.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just 1d10, right?
Yes, 1d10.
7.
We didn't trust ourselves.
Okay. So 70.
Nice.
Okay, so now that we are back, obviously we have some catching up to do because Callio hasn't been here for a little bit, and we kind of need to get her up to date, as well as anybody who might be tuning in for the first time. So, somebody want to give us a recap of last game's bizarre antics?
Since I just gave the recap for those following me on Instagram, Doc forgot his girlfriend up on some hill, left her out there all night. And when he remembered her the next morning, he went to go get her, and turned out somebody had kidnapped her. So him and Amori started tracking her kidnappers, followed them out to this, I guess you can call a mountain range. But Maury went back to the ranch to, I think, to check on the others to see if they had returned. And Doc went back to get water, and then he was going to head back to where they thought the kidnappers were. Just as Amori got to the ranch, Ghost's men were riding out. It looked like they were heading into town. And then in town, Stolas managed to get himself hung because he can't keep his mouth shut. And they were looking for Doc, and they had heard that Stolas's character was hanging around Doc's character. And there's a posse of disgruntled husbands after Doc. Just as they were hanging Stolas, Sam and Octavia came into town, seeing Stolas swinging, and went to their rescue. Sam demanded they put him down. Octavia demanded, but didn't get as far as Sam did. In fact, Octavia, being what she was in this game, kind of ticked off the others around them and started a riot. And Mary May's dad found out that she's been sleeping with the womanizer. And now there is not only a posse after Doc, now there is a mob with pitchforks and torches after Doc. And then Sam and Octavia and Stolas get put into jail. Stolas keeps running his mouth, ends up getting shot in the head, and is about to get shot again. And Octavia is begging him to shut his mouth, but Stolas thinks this is all a game and that he won't really die in this, and that's where we left it.
Pretty good recap. So, we will start with the ladies of prison. My, how the bars look good on you both.
Rude.
Very rude. Well, I guess they look okay on me since I'm a whore.
You know what? Why am I saying that? I've got a sound bite.
That's what you have those for.
Yep.
So, I guess if Stolas is done bleeding and running his mouth, my character's probably going to lean up against the wall and shut her eyes, try to rest.
By this point, it is morning time. You're awakened to the sounds of a deputy relieving the sheriff at this point. Well, the sheriff can then go home and presumably get some sleep. The deputy's the only one in here at this point. The others, make their way off. You can slightly hear, birds chirping in the distance, as of course sunlight starts to crest on the jail cell that you find yourselves in.
Is this the one that
Stolas-
is this the deputy that shot Stolas?
No, he's not.
Is
there.
it? Okay.
No. Stolas is being obnoxious even in his sleep, and is sawing logs rather loudly in his content of disbelief.
Is the deputy in the same room as us, or are we like?
Yeah. Keep in mind, jailhouses.
It's like a one-room thing.
Yeah, it is a one-room thing. The only thing that really delineates the room is the bars.
So would they just have a coffee can to pee in?
Yeah, pretty much.
What kind of locks are they? Is it the sort of lock that I could conceivably use a hairpin to pick?
That is a great question. And because everything is built to be authentic, these are the types of locks that were designed for that sort of trope.
So if we could get some kind of a diversion, I could try to pick the lock and get us out. Maybe something outside the jail? Do we have a window?
You do, but it
Can
has
I-
bars as well.
Can I look outside the window
Yeah,
for ideas?
I mean, right behind the jail is just a kind of some open field. At this point, most of the buildings sit on the main street itself. You can see from your cell, maybe 50 yards or so down the way, maybe a little bit more, is that little area your group picnicked at the other day. Adjacent to that, off to the right, is a street kind of runs, or a road, I should say. It kind of runs parallel.
Do I have anything on me that is flammable?
Your whole outfit, my dear.
Well, do I have anything with which I could start fire?
We're assuming you're referring to the flames and not of the heart.
Correct.
Okay. No, you do not have anything of like a flint or anything like that.
Dang it. Do I have a magnifying glass?
No. That was not really common equipment at that point in time. That was actually kind of more of a luxury item or something
if
scientists
I'm
might have.
trying to start a printing press,
At this point, I'm watching her. Sam, what are you doing?
I want. She leans close so that she doesn't have to talk loud. I need some kind of a diversion so that I can pick this lock and get us out. Something that would take our keepers outside of the room. I thought
Okay.
maybe start a fire, something, throw it out the grate of the window.
And what are
so
we
that
going
they
to
would
do?
leave the room?
And you're going to leave Stolas here?
I mean, I could pick that lock too if I have time, but first things first. You don't have anything flammable on you, do you?
My whole outfit. That was
Not
for
what
Jerome.
I mean.
Her grading personality.
Can we reach Stolas? Maybe like enough to like go through his pockets or something.
No.
No, they didn't. We don't. They didn't leave my lighter or anything. So no, I don't have anything.
Hmm.
I wonder where Ghost and Amori and Doc are. They've got to. They've had to have noticed we didn't come home.
Yeah, that's true. What about Sergey? Or I could get Sergey to cause a diversion or something.
Do you even know how to reach him?
No.
I mean,
Did he say he has a something like a job around town? Or is he just kind of in and out? Do you remember?
no. I don't remember. Well, I don't even understand why we're in here to begin with. We really didn't do anything wrong.
I know. It's just she lets out a few swear words in Spanish.
Madre de Dios.
I mean,
Maybe you could distract him while I handle the lock.
define distract.
I don't know, just keep his attention away from what I'm doing. Maybe like ask for breakfast or complain about the toilet situation or I don't know.
Oh. For a
So-
moment, I thought you were going to ask me to show a little bit of leg.
I mean, whatever works.
So keep in mind the lock only unlocks on the outsides. You would actually have to
Yeah.
reach around and try and figure it out. You can't
So
just
she's
go
got
out
to
from your side.
distract him extra hard. But my
Okay.
arm fits through the bar, right?
Huh?
But my arm would fit through the bar, right?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll try something. So she's going to stand up. She's going to take a few steps forward. And then she is going to crumple onto the ground and start coughing violently. And kind of acting like she's sort of having a seizure on top of it.
Okay.
And that would be Sam's cue.
Well, hold on one second. You've got a roll to make.
Yep. I almost said performance and what, but yeah, wrong game.
You're not far.
Manipulation, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you are going to need.
There is perform under
There is.
empathy.
You're going to need empathy and perform.
Okay. I have nothing in perform. Okay, wish me luck.
Before you roll, did you want to burn any luck points?
Yes, I do. I do.
Yeah. Wish yourself some luck.
Yes. I am going to spend 3 of my 5. So. And we just roll a 1d10, right?
Yeah, just 1d10.
Yep.
Yeah. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Ha ha ha. Roll the 10.
So roll again.
Yeah.
So there's 16, 17, 18, 19. 24? I think, wait. 16, 17, 18, 19,
So
20,
empathy is
21,
5.
22, 23, 24. Yeah, 24. So luck is 3.
Mm-hmm. Empathy's 5.
Uh-huh.
That's 8.
Right.
Plus 16.
Plus 16.
Yeah. 24.
Okay.
Yeah.
24. So you start trying to mimic the last time you saw somebody who didn't have their booster shot, who had been sick from a bioplague. And you just start thrashing around and coughing really loud. At first, you're like, ha, 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 and not really getting it. And then you start scratching your throat, trying to force yourself to mimic what it was. And now you legitimately sound like you're scratchy and hoarse and hacking up something nasty and whatnot. And of course, that wakes up the deputy at this point.
Wait, he was asleep? I got him down while he was asleep. I thought he was awake because the other guy relieved him.
I know, huh? So he jumps up real quick and he's got a hold of his gun because he was really alarmed at like all the sound. And so then he sees you doing that. And so he's like taking, steps back at this point. And so,
Sam is going to stand like as far away from her as she can, as though it's like catching.
Okay. Stolas would wake up at that and just kind of shrug.
Yeah, he would.
So he's alarmed and kind of, he stays up by the door at this point, kind of looking and watching you thrash around and do your thing. And you end up seeing him like lean out and, holler to somebody, to go get the sheriff, real quick. And he's like staying back at the door and he's like, you stay there, you lunger. Just, I don't want none of that.
Sam's going to say, she needs a doctor. Go get the doctor.
We ain't got one. In case you haven't noticed, he tends to sleep around with women. So in a roundabout way, we are trying to get him.
Wrong doctor.
Wait, Doc is not a doctor. He's a card sharp. Right?
Wait,
Yeah.
what? Oh, now we're really sunk. And so then he leads back out and he says, get the vet!
Don't leave me in here with her. You want me to catch it too?
I ain't getting close to that. Why don't you just like cover up or something? You got plenty of cloth. It's like, that's supposed to keep out the germs, don't it?
You don't know anything about diseases, do you?
Convince him to let you out.
Are you saying that in character? Because right now,
Yes.
keep in mind, all you can do is cough right now. You're not going to turn around and go like, convince him to get you out of the cell.
No, that was not in character.
Okay.
Can I have Sam roll to see if she can convince him that she needs to not catch whatever this
You are
woman
attempting to persuade him.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Persuasion fast talk?
Yes.
Uh, 14.
Wow.
I'm going to re-roll that.
Yeah, wait a minute. So
Maybe add some luck points.
how do you get? Oh, I see. Gotcha. Never mind. You actually rolled it too. No,
Yeah.
I was looking at that roll and like, how did it come up with that? But never mind.
Yeah,
if you're going to
added like
re-roll,
stats in.
if you're going to re-roll, go right on ahead. If you have one
I'm
available
gonna
to you.
use 3 luck points.
Okay.
20.
Oh, not bad. So how do you phrase it?
I'll say I'll say something about that. It sounds like a venereal disease, and if you don't let me out, then I'm going to, or if you keep me in here, then I'll catch it, and it will get spread to the whole jail. And I'm just gonna kind of like go a little too scientific for him to follow, but like it sounds
Do you give it a name?
legit. Yes, but Brittany doesn't think about venereal diseases, so um, I'll uh,
It's gonna kick you when they get out of here.
yeah. I'll just say it's a venereal disease.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
whatever.
then express this in character as you've got your role. What are you
I just
saying?
said what I said.
I know.
Thomas
narrating
gonorrhea.
it.
They probably
Role
haven't heard
play
of
it.
that yet.
Don't narrate it. Role play it.
Can't do it.
Okay. So let me get my dice out then.
She is going to peek one eye at you and kind of give you that look when you said venereal disease.
Hey, it's believable.
Okay. So he seems to believe you, panics, and runs out the front door.
Okay, well, then I won't waste any time. I'll go ahead and pull a couple of pins out of my hair, and then get to work on that lock.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll stop thrashing at that point. Of course.
I'll use my other 2 luck points.
Okay.
$12.
Failure.
Okay. So you have pulled out some bobby pins, and you are trying to jerry rig the lock to kind of pop it open somehow, and you don't have a good handle on that. You kind of torqued one of your bobby pins in doing it, and it's kind of stuck right now in the lock.
She's gonna kick it and then swear again, and try to like pull it out. She'll be like, "This is not like the locks that I'm used to."
Okay. Why don't you
Can I try again?
Go ahead and try again. It's about 10 minutes at this point as you are attempting to try it again.
$11.
All right. So you jam another bobby pin in, managed to rip that one out. You heard a little bit of a snapping sound, but you got it out.
Great.
So now you're trying to get the other one in, and it's kind of wedged in there.
This is not working. But
Okay.
I'm gonna keep trying.
Okay, so
I don't know what else we can do.
Right, that's fine. So we'll cut from there. Ghost. So where we last left off with you, since you weren't at the last game, you actually stayed back at the ranch house. And Amori did come back and had informed you kind of what was going on from his vantage point, like where he last met up with the group, and that he was attempting to go find skulls again. But what ended up happening shortly after he got there, because he was going to turn around, get some water, and head back out, some men ended up coming back to the ranch to poke around. And they've taken a keen eye to watching Amore as he hangs out. It's obvious they're watching him for some reason or another.
But they haven't made any move to like come onto the property, or
Oh, they're on the property. They're just not coming inside.
they're just not coming inside.
Right.
They're just like hanging out in the front. Just
Walking the grounds, just kind of keeping an eye out. It's known at this point that there's a pretty big mob out looking for Doc.
and we do know where he is. We don't know where he is.
You know where he last was. So really, at this point, Amori's suggestion to you is that since the problem here is him and his face, that they know he's for some reason tied to the others, you may be able to sneak out. So he's going to kind of make himself known and seen for a bit to give you an opportunity to get out, to maybe either get into town and find the others, or try to bring some water to Skulls and help him out. The option's really up to you.
Yeah, I'll just watch as they're walking around. They're probably not super trained, so their patrols are probably just wandering around watching. So I'll just find a gap
Okay.
in their patrols,
Sure.
and slip out. Is it day or night?
It's daytime.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll take a look around the property and try to see if I, from the house, see if I can find a good vantage point where they can't see me. Like I'm using the house as cover if they're on the other side.
Okay.
Just to slip out and then like circle back towards town.
Why don't you give me an intelligence and awareness notice check?
Okay. Where's character sheet go? Oh, I just closed it. Come on. I forgot it closes all of it. Make sure I have the correct version. Intelligence. Awareness notice. That'll be 18.
Okay. So you've obviously had more military training, even though it was with a tank. You've clearly had some. They've had none. And you're right. They're as they're kind of walking around. It's not really, to any sort of timing, or it's just as they kind of see fit to kind of meander around a bit to keep an eye on things. So you do find an opening to sneak out the side of the ranch house at some point, with whatever you can bring with you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll keep a basic pack. I'll just food, water, weapon if I can find one.
Okay.
And slide out and head towards town so I can see if I can figure out where the other people are.
All right. 1 second. Okay, there we go. Let's try that. So you're going to head to town then?
Yeah.
Okay, are you grabbing a horse, or are you going to go on foot?
If I think the horse is not going to be super, give me away, then I'll grab a horse. Wait, do I know how to ride a horse?
Nope.
No horse. I go on foot. I'm used to running around.
Okay.
Hmm.
So at least you are kind of used to forced marches. So why don't you give me
Body endurance?
yes, give me a body and endurance check
Okay.
as you're just trying to maintain a good clip of a run.
Yeah, 18.
Okay, not bad. Okay. So yeah, so you're able to kind of once you get to a steady pace, you're able to hold it and hot tail it out of there once you believe as you kind of kept to brush and off the road enough to stay out of direct eyesight, then you finally break into your stride and try to make it into town.
Okay.
Okay, and that's what you were doing currently. Skulls.
Yep,
So you are riding.
I'm riding.
Yep.
Off towards the ridge.
Yep. And last we checked in with you, you did see that there had been a smoke trail kind of rising up. Presumably, it had been some sort of campfire.
Hmm. And let's see here. Is this a second campfire? Because there was the campfire last time where we found the note and realized that she left.
Mm-hmm.
And so then Amore tracked it to a spot where then I could just go towards a direction. So are we finding like another smoke fire? Okay.
That is correct.
So is it like up on a ridge where I can't see like what's causing the fire, or what's the terrain like?
The terrain where you're at, because remember you haven't quite gotten there just yet. The ridge itself, the way it runs, it's behind the ridge somewhere. So you're going to have to actually get closer, maybe either right up to a vantage point to look down, or try to circle around to see if you can descend down a bit to find where it's coming from.
I think I'll ride up to first get a vantage point so I can take a look, see if I can check out what's going on first.
Okay. All right. So I'm not going to make you roll for the horse, but as you climb down, I am going to make you roll for reflex and stealth.
Okay. All right. Oops. That is okay. $14. I'm going to re-roll that.
Okay.
Roll the 1.
Oof. Roll it again.
So at least it's not terrible.
Okay. So yeah, that just basically makes it a fail. So
Yeah.
you're walking along. You're like, okay, feeling kind of confident at this point. At least you got the trot down to the horse.
Mm-hmm.
You're not like sliding off or spurring it at the wrong moment, getting thrown completely off. But that being said, as you climb down and start walking over, to the ridge to kind of look down, it is first thing in the morning at this point, so the smoke trail is very minimal. And as you get there, you kind of hunker down a little bit, and you look over, and right as you do, you start sliding all the way down. Thankfully, you're not going end over end. You've got your heels in, but you're clearly sliding down about like 15 feet of dirt.
Okay.
And of course, some rock and obviously gravel and whatnot kick up and tumble down as you slide back down, and your back is pressed up against the ridge at this point.
Okay. Is my horse still like up there behind me, or what
Yeah,
happened
it's
to
up
the
there
horse?
someplace. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not a huge ridge, but yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
But your horse is definitely up there behind you someplace. So if you don't want to climb it, you're going to have to actually walk the rest of the way around. But you did make, some noise coming down.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, and Dale,
Yeah.
you just got a re-roll from Brittany.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, probably gonna need that. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I do want to take the horse with, so I get back up to the horse, and then I just start to go around the other way that doesn't involve that slippery vantage point now.
Okay. Let's see. Why don't you give me I keep trying to say wits. That's a vampire. Give me an intelligence and awareness notice check.
Okay. $21.
Oh, nice. Okay. So start as you're looking around at this point to get back up, because I mean you're now down on the flat end of the terrain again, and you start looking around. There's that little bit in the back of your mind that said, I made a good bit of noise coming down, and there's not much other ambient sound around. I should probably look around at this point, like you just, when you're supposed to be sneaky and you obviously failed. Now you're trying to find a way out, but also trying to see if you alerted some people.
Right.
And just as you look around, you see somebody coming up from under a bush with a bow and arrow firing.
Oh boy. All right. Well,
so we are now in combat.
Yeah. Okay, so okay.
So let me get. I thought I had it on here.
Initiative is at D10 and then reflex?
Yes, a D10 plus your reflex. And then any modifiers if you have it on there, but I don't think you have any of those.
I don't know.
You are Doc. You are not combat monster.
11.
Okay. All right. So as they are stepping, as you see the one guy stepping up and firing a bow, I mean he's knocking and firing at this point. You saw that, and you saw it like just before he's letting loose with the arrow. You have the initiative.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my revolver and fire.
Okay, so you are pulling your revolver, and so now you're firing. You're now -2 to your next action.
Okay. Right, that handgun. And I'm going to spend 2 luck on this roll. Okay. I'm down to, okay. $17.
17?
Yeah.
Okay. So you draw that pistol. You skin that smoke wagon, as Wyatt Earp might say, and you drill that Indian right in the chest. Bam! Go ahead and roll damage. 2d6.
2d6. Okay, I was about to ask.
Yeah, 22s didn't do a whole lot.
Right. 7.
Okay. So he ends up taking that hit, and of course they are now both whooping and hollering. As the other one comes running up, he doesn't have a bow. He's got a hatchet.
Okay.
And he comes barreling in on you. And actually, I should ask, are you? Is that it? Are you done?
Let's see here. Well, there's another dude, huh? And then I'd be down another 2 points if I try to shoot him.
You sure would.
Well, you know what? I mean, I might as well. It's just a bullet. Yeah, I'll go ahead and see if I can shoot him too.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. That's just 2. Spend luck? No, I'm not going to spend luck on that.
Okay.
Nice. 17.
Okay. That is also a hit. They're not wearing any sort of armor. They have, some like clothing on, but that's about it.
Right. Okay.
So roll your damage again.
Oh, yeah. Eight.
Okay. So you strike him as well. So both of them have taken damage at this point. They are both still coming in on you. The one is firing an arrow. Thunk. Owie. That was an amazing roll. Let's see where he caught you.
Okay.
I need to pull up another character sheet so I like having that chart up.
Mm.
Aha. No way. Okay. I
don't even want to know.
I need to take a look at something here.
He shot you in the head.
He shot.
I
was
do.
gonna,
I
I
do
was
have
going to say, did he get
skin
an arrow to the knee?
weave. So I got.
No,
I
that
have
would have been
skin
hilarious.
weave. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Like in the head.
you took one to the head.
Yeah. Okay.
I knew it.
Ouch.
No, dog.
So he does have 12 points of armor everywhere, including his skull.
Right.
Hopefully, he doesn't have a super advanced compound bow with like
The
carbon.
compound bow.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay. Okay. So thankfully, you're dealing with lower end tech, and you have obviously skin weave, so it's protecting you everywhere. You do, however, take 2 points of damage because, and that's over your protection, because anything that happens to your head is double.
I do have a BTM of -2. Would that negate that?
Not in this case, because
Okay.
he caught you right in the eye.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Jeez.
no.
So we'll say odd, it's the right eye, even it's the left eye.
Okay.
Even. So you caught it right in the left eye.
Okay.
You'll want to notate that down because that eye is now completely inoperable.
Yeah.
As you take a hit, you do need to make your save.
Hope you shoot right.
Yeah. Let's see here. Make the saves.
So for a body, I believe you need to roll, what is it, 6 and under?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. That's 0 and rolled a 5.
Okay.
Whoa.
So Doc looks severely intimidating as all of a sudden he gets clipped in the eye and he's just like, ah, and he hasn't gone down. He's still standing. So he's got this arrow sticking right out of his eye, looking super gruesome. The other guy comes up and he, whooping and hollering, swings with that hatchet.
Okay.
That was Michael Jackson.
Thank you.
It's like Michael Jackson Indian.
And that is also
One of his
a hit.
ancestors.
That one is to the left leg. So he's perhaps clipping you in the knee there. Let's see. Hold on one second. And okay, so you take the hit, but again, your skin weave is saving you. So you feel the impact, but thankfully no joy. At best, it scuffs up the skin that you have on there. So kind of leaving that exposed, showing that you've got, cybernetic, but all superficial damage. Nothing legit. With that strike.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So if it's my turn, point blank shot to the guy with the hatchet here.
Okay. So for point blank, I need to look that up again, because that is a modifier. That is a plus in your favor.
Right.
No, that's not what I wanted. Range. Point blank. So you need to get over a 10.
Sweet. And handgun.
Oh, your vision is also obscured because of the arrows sticking in your eye.
Okay.
So I will induce a 2 penalty to your die roll.
Okay. Okay, so then that, and then 14.
Okay, well, that is greater than a 10. So you end up shooting him, and that was the first guy, right? The guy who shot you with or no, you were firing first on the guy who clubbed you in the knee. Okay, so
yeah. You
caught him in the left leg in return. So go ahead and roll your damage.
6, 4.
Oh. Okay. All right, so that round hits, and so it's clear that really impacted him. At that point, so he is hobbled. Are you taking another action?
I'm gonna shoot that guy one more time.
Okay, so your penalty is -4 at this point. He's still point blank range.
And boy, I think I need to at this point. I am going to use the other 2 points of luck.
Okay.
Cancels that out. So that's 8 again. Rolled a 10.
Nice.
$27.
Well,
nice.
27 is greater than 10 by a lot.
Yeah.
And you shot him again in the left leg. So you're just all. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. 7.
Nice. Okay, so you shot him again at this point. So he's fallen down to his, kind of to his good leg at this point, as he is severely wounded. His other friend at this point, who has shot you in the eye, is coming in now with his knife to strike you.
Okay. Do I have any way to try to dodge that or anything?
If you would like to attempt to parry in a brawl sense, you can.
Okay.
That would be action wise. That would be another action, so you'd be down 6 at this point.
Oh, I see. Let's not do that. If I roll a 1, that'd be bad.
Right? Yeah, that would be real bad. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're hoping for the best. He comes in, swings. He does manage to catch you with his knife, and it's one of those Arkansas long tooths. It's a nasty looking buck knife.
Okay.
All right. Oh, and where did he get you? He catches you right in the chest.
No.
You take another point of damage at that point. You are still in the light category, so you do not need to make a stun save. Well, I mean,
Okay.
technically you do, but at this point, unless you roll a 10, unless you roll a 10, there's no way to fail it. So go ahead and roll.
Okay. And to make sure, my BTM of -2 wouldn't have stopped that one either.
Yeah, no, it did.
Oh, okay.
That's why you only took a point. It's.
Oh, I got you.
With what they have, it's very, very hard to do any damage to you.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Do the thing. Roll D10. 5.
5, yeah. So you're fine.
Sweet.
No stunning, and even if you had failed it, you would have been dizzy. It's not like you would have died or anything. It's a stun save. So you felt it. That one nicked a little bit. Felt kind of like you took a turn you shouldn't have and maybe clipped something metal. Yeah. Not super bad. You've done worse on the operating table. By letting your scalpel slip and cut your hand or something.
Right.
So nothing to worry about. Actually, it's kind of an ego boost at this point. You're like, maybe I can handle this. Maybe this is going to be all right. I wish I had a camera. I've got an eye stare. I've got an arrow sticking out of my eye. I'm looking pretty cool right now. Okay. And that was his attack. The other guy at this point is still going to try and whack you with his thing, even though he is really hurting. He does hit you as he reaches up, and where does he get you at? In the head. Oh, he wings it and goes wham! Connects with his connects with a lucky shot with his hatchet to your head.
Okay.
Right when I start hyping you up, that's when I got the bad roll for you. No bueno. Okay, this is probably gonna hurt. Okay, so we have. Yeah, that is definitely going to hurt. Okay, so you have a body save type of 2, right?
Like the BTM is -2 and my save is 6.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the save. It's just that basically you're tough enough that no matter what, you're taking 2 off of everything.
Right. Okay.
Before you even get to what you have for skin weave. So you have 14 total to enable to absorb. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this one catches you for a full 8 because he caught you in the head. This is definitely bad. Okay, so you were already at 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You are at critical right now. You're at the 3rd in critical.
Yeah.
So your stun save is still okay. But you need to make a roll, and you're gonna need medical assistance fast.
Yeah. Right. 3. Still up.
By your knickers with that roll.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so
they're going to be worshiping him before this is over.
Oh, hey, Table of Horrors, what's going on?
Hi.
Yeah, so this Indian, he just wings it because he's probably not going to make it out of this. You've caught him, once in the chest and twice in the leg. So if nothing else, somebody would have, if they make it out, someone's going to have to get him help to bring back.
Yeah.
So he just warrior brave, just swings that thing, clips you on the other side, on your right side at this point, tears into your flesh and actually bites in past your skin weave. So now you've got this like hatchet, like stuck right here on your head.
Okay.
And just, and you're looking gruesome at this point.
Yeah.
But if this was an 80s movie, it would be absolutely fantastic. Okay. That was his action. We're back to you.
Okay, well, didn't like that, so gotta put another round in Hatchet Man.
Okay, this is true. Oh, and you are now at -2 to all of your actions. Wait a minute. Are you at? You're at
I'm in
critical.
critical.
Sorry. So at critical, your reflex, intelligence, and cool stats are automatically reduced by half, round up.
Okay.
Do note that Brittany did give you a reroll.
Thank you.
You may want to call a shot at this point on somebody.
Man.
Try to go.
I mean,
try
like,
to go to the coup de grace
uh,
because you fired 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got 2 rounds left before
Right.
before you have to
Doesn't a
relive.
called shot have, like, isn't that a higher difficulty though?
It is.
yeah.
Both of them, however, are point blank. So he's got that going for him.
But
Well,
my
in
reflex
grad-
just went from 8 to 4, so
Yep.
it kind of cancels that out.
I was gonna say if you could grab their weapon and use their weapon against them, but
Stop hitting yourself.
Pull that hatchet out and throw it back at him.
yeah.
That would freak somebody out.
6. Well,
Pull the arrow out and then shoot it at him.
man, I was just hoping that like the damage I was dealing to him would be enough to make him go down, but I guess not.
Push him off the cliff.
How are we? Are we actually close to like an edge of a ridge or anything like
No,
that?
you're close to the edge of the ridge, but at the bottom of it.
Okay.
So pushing him would just like push him up against the dirt like area you slid down. Basically,
Right.
you've got the ridge kind of on one side on your right side. So in that sense, that's kind of good because obviously no one's above you, and then it's all open space off to your left.
Okay.
Are you on your horse?
No.
Not at this
Oh.
point, no.
That's too bad. You could have trampled him with your horse.
Let's see. Then gosh. I'm just gonna shoot that guy. I'm not gonna call a shot, but I'm gonna shoot the guy with the hatchet again.
Okay. So the guy you've already been putting holes into.
Yeah, because he's able to hit me again.
Right. Okay.
Gotta put him down.
Go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
Just note you need to clear 10.
Right. Okay, and then let's see here. That's 4. Okay. And then 4. Yeah, because I still have the -2 penalty from the arrow in my eye.
Right.
Okay. 13.
That is a hit. Roll your damage. Let's see where you caught him at.
Can you add karma to a? Oh wait, you're out of karma, huh?
Yeah.
You know
Dang.
what?
You mean
You
luck,
drilled him right back in the left leg. You're just like, I want this leg gone.
Yeah. 7 damage to it.
7. Okay, yeah. Okay. So he crumples over at this point. You're not sure if he's dead. He's definitely dying. But he crumples over.
Okay.
You still gonna go? You got 1 shot left.
I mean, the other guy's right next to me too, so I've got to shoot.
And he's only taking the 1 shot.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go for broke for this one and try to aim for his head. What
Okay.
kind of?
It is a modifier of -4.
Oh boy.
But the benefit here again, he's point blank. You just need to clear a 10.
Right.
It's just -4
but-
to your roll. So I'm either way, however you want to look at it, math wise.
Yeah. I mean, I would literally have to roll a 10 in order for that to work. So, yeah, I can't do that. So I'm not going to aim at the head, and I'm just going to shoot him
Okay.
because that way at least I've got that 4 points back. All right. Ugh. Rolled a 1. Gonna re-roll that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I hope so.
I I gotta see how many points I have before I
13.
get you another one.
15?
13.
13. No, well,
Nope.
that is still a hit. And because luck be a lady tonight, you decide to take out your aggression on yet again another left leg. So go ahead and roll your damage.
9.
Ooh, okay. So
Dale, you got another reroll from
Thank you
Brittany.
very much.
oh,
Just feed me them rerolls.
Brittany tried to feed him some life's blood here, just like hang on. Okay, so he doesn't go down, but he flinches and and clenches his his leg at this point.
Mm-hmm.
He's got his knife, so he's swinging on you at this point. Despite your intimidating visage of a hatchet right here and an arrow in this eye. Oh boy. Let's see.
Yeah, I'd rather not test Justin's theory if we don't have to.
Does connect. And this is in the right leg. Everybody just like trying to cripple everybody tonight. Good grief. Okay, thankfully, knife versus skin weave wins. So again, you feel the nick, but a bit too muscular. You made sure that you had quality control on implants that went into you, and you're thinking if you make it out of this, you need to tip that guy who helped you. Help install that on you. So, but you're good. All it does is really damage your clothing and a little bit of superficial damage. No actual damage.
Okay. So that was, I mean, these things are 6 shots. I just used the last shot. Don't have time to reload. There's an arrow in the left eye, and there's a hatchet right here.
There is. You've also got the pistol in your hand. You could always, buffalo.
Pull the hatchet out and just
That's
chop the guy.
Pretty much, he's gonna drop. He's just gonna let his gun drop, and he's gonna like look at the guy with his good eye and like scream like a maniac, like ah! And he's gonna do that as he's like ripping the thing out the side of his head, and then try to use that as a weapon against him.
All right.
That should do it.
For starters, roll. Even though you're halved.
Yeah.
Does empathy have? I don't think it does. I think it's intelligence, cool, and reflex, right? Reflex, intelligence, and cool. Okay, so first thing you need to do is roll. Oh no, it is a cool. Okay, so cool and intimidation.
Okay. All right, and that's halved up 3. 11.
Okay, not great. So he's not easily intimidated, by that. A little shocked that you're still up, but not intimidated. So you pull that and go ahead and let her rip. This is a reflex and melee.
All right.
Obviously -4 due to the trauma. -2 because of the damage to your eye.
Yeah.
Just need to clear 10 because he's point blank.
2. Okay. An 8. I've got to try to re-roll that. I mean, I have to, but it means I have to roll high, but I have to.
So Shiv says if they do end up losing you, at least the average handwriting skill of the group improves.
Ouch. Oh, got a 10.
Oh!
Okay. Roll again.
Okay. Oh, no, I mean, like, I got a total of 10.
Oh, so you cleared 10. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you connect right in his torso. Bam! Roll damage. The hatchet is going to give you 1d8.
8, okay. 1.
Oh.
Well, worth it.
So you connect with him. Didn't quite do the damage you had hoped.
Yeah.
But you connect with him.
Yeah.
And he swings on you again. It ends up like connecting with him, but you didn't quite have the grip that you thought you had, and so when it hit, it was more flat end instead of the actual, jagged, edge side. So you didn't quite hit him with what you were hoping with.
Okay.
Oh. You guys are never going to believe what I just rolled. Oh my goodness. Okay, so
Nice knowing you, Doc.
so with that, he, I with you kind of pressed the hatchet you now have kind of pressed up against him, and you were, trying to cut at him. He, he grabs a hold of you and, and presses, it goes to press his knife like right below the rib cage, like catch you almost right in the heart.
Okay.
Like a true hunter would know. However, you being a little gangly and weighing more than he could have anticipated because of your own like armor and whatnot, he and of course he's hurt in the one leg. Basically, you guys kind of shuffle around a little bit, both out of balance, and you end up falling over backwards, collapsing back onto your back, the absolute last place you want to be.
Yeah.
In a hand fight with a guy who knows what he's doing in a hand fight, and he's looking at you with like this shocked face, like something happened that shouldn't have happened. And in that moment, because you're waiting for the pain on you,
Yeah.
right? You start to feel some sort of liquid start pouring over your body, and as you look down, his hand when he was trying to drive it into you twisted wrong, and he collapsed on top of you, and the knife went through his own chest.
Oh.
I rolled a 1 for the attack and backed it up with a 9.
Oh,
Yes.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, that deserves a Joey. Whoa.
yeah.
Awesome.
Luck be a lady tonight.
Emotional damage.
Awesome. Man.
So there you are, trying to catch your breath
Yeah.
after all of that. And
God.
now that the adrenaline dump is, finally dropping, Doc, you are in amazing pain right now, and you need
Oh,
help.
yeah. Right. Yeah, absolutely. So trying to do what I can for myself now that these two dudes are dead and they've got some stuff on them. I've still got this thing in my eye. At least the dude has out of my head. I'm doing what I can to pull the guy's knife out of him because it's going to be a better cutting tool, and use that to like cut pieces of cloth off of him to wrap around my head to deal with the bleeding here. And then he's going to see what he can do about like cutting at least a part of the arrow off, not like pull it out because that'd be terrible. He's got to cut a part off so that there's just a little bit and there's less weight to it, so that he can then put another thing like around his eye like this, like another strip of cloth or something.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a it's have no matter what you do at this point. Give me an intelligence and tech and first aid.
Okay.
Well, there is a bright side to this. They won't recognize you, so they won't hang you. They'll still be looking for the womanizer.
Would I be able to use medical tech instead of first aid?
Sure.
Yes. Okay. Roll the 10, rolling again. 37.
Wow.
Okay. So you've done what you can, which is, I mean, despite the roll, is very limited.
Yeah.
But you do get enough cloth from what they have, plus cutting off your own shirt. At this point, try to pack it down or cover it up sufficiently so it doesn't, it isn't like totally exposed. You're gonna have to worry about the arrow later.
Right.
But you get it as best you can.
Okay. All right. What else did these braves have on them, if anything?
They had a little bit of like, I want to say equipment, but they had belts that had like the pouches, some sort of medicinal thing that you can't identify.
Okay.
Unsure if it's like for smoking or if it's just food purposes or what exactly it is. The other one had a pouch that clearly had some jerky strips in it.
Okay.
So you've at least got some food. Presumably they wouldn't have, braves like this wouldn't have gone out with any sort of additional supplies like water and whatnot. So wherever they came from, that's probably where it's at.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, if I had any archery skill, I'd bother with that bow and arrow, but I don't. Technically, I don't even have melee skill, so that whole hatchet maneuver, that was just a wild thing. But regardless, he's going to go ahead and go ahead and take the medicinal pouch, the jerky strip pouch, put those on his belt. He'll keep the hatchet and the knife and put those in the horse saddlebag.
You're going to climb back up to the horse?
Yeah, kind of have to, because it's going to be easier to move on the horse than riding around. How close did it seem like I was to that smoke?
Why don't you give me an intelligence and awareness notice check?
Ugh.
Yeah, you're hurting.
Then here, I'll do this. Okay, so 3 plus 8 and 10.
Yeah, the haze of pain and the damage to your other eye right now it's too difficult to see past. It's hard to say.
Yeah, okay.
You can still see where you're going. It's hard to gauge anything right now. You're still trying to figure out your own depth of perception with the one eye.
Right. Okay. Boy, even trying to go back, that's gonna be rough, but he's super hurt. Maybe he can find something. I'm going to arrange. No, that's gonna be too much. I'm going to take the bows and arrows, and I'm gonna take a bow, and I'm gonna take just one random arrow, and I'm gonna put it like kind of further along past these dead bodies on this trail. I'm gonna put the bow down and the arrow in the middle of it, where the arrow is like gonna be pointing where I'm headed, which is gonna be continuing down the trail towards the smoke. So he gets on his horse, and as he's trotting along, he's gonna reload his gun that he, of course, picked back up.
Okay, so you're able to reload. You start trotting off at this point, doing your best to stay on the horse, because you have no appreciable horse riding skills. Yeah. However, as you start getting closer to where, I mean, at this point, you need an Advil. Like, you need a lot of something. All the ibuprofen, morphine. You were in amazing pain. But you
maybe there was some peyote in that patch.
you do come to where the encampment was, and it's just it looks like there had been a small fire at one point in time, right in the very middle. So there are some sticks and some wood dried out. Thank you. Brittany donated. Yay.
Yay. All right.
However, I forgot this particular stream has the Celtic alert, so this gigantic 2 battle axe thing dropped up in my way and alerted there's a donation. I don't care. It's money to the charity, so that's what's important.
Awesome.
So, but you get there and you see that there it looks like they had been laying pretty much on the dirt, and they do have their own horses here, which is pretty much how you're able to pick it out amongst the brush. There's a small tree that provided a little bit of cover, and at the campsite, as you come kind of trotting up, you see Mary May with her hands tied.
And is there anybody else nearby, or just looks like it's just her?
It looks like it was just the 3 of them.
Okay, so he's gonna trot up like, Mary May, are you okay?
And she's just like, oh my lord, Doc.
Yeah. Give me a minute. And he like kind of hobbles off his horse, but he's trying to be as careful as he can.
Go ahead and make a reflex and athletics check.
Yeah.
Kerthunk.
What you're really asking me to do is just
quick,
fall.
Take her
That's
wallet.
really what's gonna happen.
They're in the Old West right now. Technically, she wouldn't have had a wallet.
Right. Okay, so reflex.
No, Shiv doesn't know that.
That's 4 and then 2 athletics. Where'd that go? 6. Okay. Total of 10.
Okay, so
Wow.
you're like weary from everything that's happening, and you're like, oh, just basically hold on a second, and you go to unsaddle yourself, but you just fall over.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just like
I
fall
said, kerthunk.
right off the side. Give me another save. It's a stun save at this point, so you're still at a roll above a 2.
Yeah, okay. Rolled a 1.
Okay. So you fall over and just blitz yourself as you hit the ground, and you're seeing stars. Nothing makes sense anymore. Your world is spinning, and you pass out.
Okay.
All right. Ghost.
Seems appropriate.
Yeah. So you come hot-footing it into town. Yeah, at a still at a decent clip
Okay.
from your forced march that you underwent. It's late afternoon at this point, maybe 10, almost 11.
Okay.
As you get into town, it's kind of quiet. There's not a whole lot of activity right now in town. Not a whole lot of people here, but if what Amori said was true, it's probably because a good portion of them are out hunting for Doc.
Like most people are not in town because they're looking for him.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm gonna try to get him to. Yeah, can you go with Grandma?
He's a future role player.
And then he's already like, "Ooh, what's this? I'm gonna stream." He just goes, "Okay, bye." I was like, "Oh, look, she has snacks. Oh, bye." Okay, well, that should make things a little bit easier. Is there any activity whatsoever? Like, is there anybody out?
No, not as far as you can tell.
Okay.
It's like I said,
I will check the bar first.
It is pretty quiet.
I'll check the bar first and see if they're in there.
Okay. So you at this point you kind of you take a moment to gather your breath, and then walk back into the bar. There are a couple people in here, bartenders in here, but other than that, it is like you don't see the ladies in wait, waiting on anybody down here. Really, just a couple townsfolk and the bartender. Really slow.
And they didn't come back, so they're missing. Crap, where would I look for them? Would I look in the jail? Maybe. I'll just check the normal places that we visited already. So like, where we first arrived, like the bar.
You could ask anyone that you see, like,
that's true.
Where is everybody?
Bartenders know everything.
Yeah, bartender knows everything. So yeah, I'll go to the bartender and be like, it seems a little quiet around these here parts.
Okay. Hold on one second. So you are. There we go.
Well, let me check where my empathy is right
now.
now.
So he says, well, Mrs. Sargent, well, yeah, I figured you would have been with your friends. Folks been saying they've been hanging out and around your ranch here lately.
Well, for a little bit, yeah, but I haven't seen them in a couple days. So, just wondering where they might be.
Oh, well, some of them went to go rustle up Doc, probably hang him from a noose.
Well, why?
The way I figure. Well, this may come as a shock, but not only is he a card shark, but he's been fiddling with the wrong people's wives.
Well, that's the husband's problem. I don't understand. Obviously, if they did their job, then wouldn't be sleeping with other people.
Oh,
wait, is that not the way it goes here? Okay, well, yeah, that's hanging offense. Yep.
He says, well, come to find out that he's been with Mary May, and Mary May is the daughter, as you well know, daughter of the town banker. He holds
she's an adult, right?
Oh, well, she's of legal age.
I don't see a problem.
And he says, he kind of looks at you, odd, and he's just like, that's awfully liberal of you, ain't it?
You know what? After I lost my husband, I realized I have freedom now. And I get to make my own decisions. And maybe I should have been making my own decisions this entire time.
And he says, well, pardon me for getting in your way then.
Thank you. Have you seen any of the people that I was housing around here?
He says, I think 2 or 3 of them are in the town jail. They were fixing to hang that. They're fixing to hang the vagrant, and he just couldn't shut his mouth to save his life. And then the whore jumped in, done made it worse. And he said,
like tries to look at the window, like, God, that's hysterical. Just
and then he says, their friend, I guess, or maybe employer, she made a stand and just wasn't having it. So sheriff put them in a jail to keep them from being lynched by the mob.
Things gotta change around here. Woman speaks up, all of a sudden mob wants to kill people. It's not right. All right, well, I guess thank you for the information. I'll come by to drink later.
He says, you gonna want to spittoon with that attitude too?
Nah, tobacco's bad for your teeth. She just turns around and walks out.
Okay.
She's completely, because she's still in late humanity 4, so she's not very she's just like, I don't. This is. She just looks at everybody like they're idiots. So
Okay.
she turns around and goes to the to the jail.
Sure.
Of course, they're in jail. Of course. Okay. Well, let's solve this problem.
So as you come walking, walking, because the jail is down a couple buildings from
right.
The gold, what do you say the place was the
Everybody just wants to keep saying Golden Corral, and I was like, that's not it. It's not Golden Corral.
Gold Rush.
I want to say Gold Rush Inn.
Yeah.
Gold Rush.
Yeah, so it's a couple buildings down the other end of the street from the Gold Rush Inn, and you start making your way, and some guy comes barreling out of the jail at this point, and he's screaming something about venereal tuberculosis or something.
I'm in the right spot. I'm gonna go just saunter into the jail and look for a key, like if the key ring's hanging up.
Yeah, when he leaves, that's when I stop doing my thrashing and coughing. Kind of. I'm gonna need some water after that.
So at this point, he goes running out, and you finally come walking in, and you can see Sam like trying to work the the lock to try and get it undone with bobby pins, to no success. You don't see any keys, however.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna walk over and be like, "Hey, back up a second. I'll ask later." I'm gonna grab with my cybernetic arm on the door and just start yanking as hard as I can to just brute force it off the hinges.
Okay.
Can't be any heavier than the truck I work on.
Yeah, she's gonna back up, but she's so happy to see you.
Give me a body and strength feat.
Either the bars are gonna go or the floor is gonna go. Either way, it works. Let's go. Yeah, 10 plus my roll. Oops. 10. 16.
Okay.
Is the wagon still out front, Jerome?
No.
I don't think I have anything on my cyber arm. Nope, it's just reinforced.
Yep. So she's working really hard at the iron wrought cell door and making headway. At this point, it's going to take a little bit more of that to get it loosened up, because it's not like you have Borg strength in the one arm. But it's definitely starting to loosen at the mores.
If I have to punch it, then well.
If we're going to have to
glad
hurry,
to see you.
we're going to have to hurry.
14.
They're not going to stay away for very long.
And you see Stolas hog-tied up on the floor of the cell next to them.
I laugh.
And he just says, "See, I told you."
Everywhere we go.
It's all just a game. She was supposed to get here.
Shut up, Solis.
Yeah, otherwise, if I yanking on it doesn't really get me anywhere, then I'll just start just straight up punching the
Well, we'll go ahead and give you one more roll.
The hinge or the lock. Whatever I feel might be weaker. 12.
Okay. It's still taking more brute force to get that done. So if you're trying to do this as quickly as possible, you may want to start physically assaulting it.
Okay, yeah, I'll punch it.
Okay. Give me reflex and brawl.
Yeah, sweet. I don't know what my cyber arm does. I've never punched anyone.
You just need to roll above a 10.
Nice. I can do that. I started 11. 20.
Okay. So you
just gets mad. She's like, forget this thing.
So you successfully
wails.
clock the locking mechanism. Go ahead and I believe it's shut up. I believe it is 1d6 for just a regular punch.
3.
Okay. So boom! So you hit it, and there's this dent, on the lock. It hasn't quite given yet. You're gonna have to punch it again if you're gonna get that thing broken up.
Reroll.
What's that?
Breaking my arm today. Oh, do I have to roll the result before I reroll the 1?
No,
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna reroll.
I mean, it's already a 1 at that point.
Yeah. That'll be 17.
Okay, so roll your damage again, 1d6.
1. She's mad.
Okay, so boom! So
the dent.
you hit it again. It's still not coming. Roll the punch one more time.
18.
That is a hit. Roll damage.
6.
Come on, Ghost.
That'll be 4.
Okay.
Unless I add my strength, then that would be. Oh, I guess there's no strength.
Yeah. No.
4. Sorry, I was like, oh, add strength. Never mind. Just kidding.
No, but you could actually. Never mind. Say that. I was going to say you could just use Stolas's implant.
Oh my God.
No, your fist, you're pounding away, bam, bam, bam. Eventually, it just like the plate of the locking mechanism just kind of crumples up enough to where you're able to just stick your hand, peel it away, and twist it enough that it just snaps open.
Oh, look at
Thank
that.
God. And I'm going to exit. Now we got to get Stolas out of here.
Oh, what? I'm looking like, oh man, he's in a completely different cell. All right.
You can still
Do you
hear some yelling and commotion.
Oh
Do you
yeah.
want me to try the lock?
Oh yeah. Now that you're on this side, yeah, go ahead. I'll sit back and.
I'm going to go and look out the front window to see what I can see.
Sure. The other side of the island is all that you could see.
The other side of the island is all I could see.
Yep. The bear went over the mountain. The bear went over there.
14.
Okay, so you're utilizing your experience, i.e., failure, at the last lock, and trying to revisit that with more bobby pins. Your hair, of course, becoming more unkempt as you do so. And you're able to eventually get it to snap. And at that point, Stolas just laughs and he says, "Of course. See, you were meant to unlock that."
He's not going to survive this
Stupid
game
Corpo
because
games.
I'm going to end up killing him.
Can we gag him?
Do we have any
Yes.
drugs? I'm like, do we bring?
Yep. Nope.
Check his pockets.
I mean, he's still hog-tied up, in rope. So you're gonna have to cut him loose if you want to, or gag him
Or
and just
drag him.
carry him with.
Yeah, I'll just pick him up. Come on.
We
let's
need to find Doc. He's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, Amori came back, but Doc did not. So
We need to find our wagon.
all right, let's take a look. I'll just step outside. Is there a wagon?
Nope. So
Probably in the stables.
So you step outside at this point, and you see the deputy come walking back, and he's all, "Hey!"
Just punch him.
I just stare at him, like dead stare, like military. I seen some Panzer stuff. You got nothing on me. You don't know the future.
Okay.
Stare. Not today. I'm just gonna try to keep walking by him.
So he draws his weapon at this point, and he's all, "What are you doing in the jailhouse?" They haven't actually exited just yet.
I don't need this today. I think you just need to step back, go home, and enjoy your family.
Why don't you go ahead and roll your
Body plus temptation?
nope, cool and intimidation.
Oh yeah, cool. Still good. Okay. Please tell me how it. Yeah.
And if you want to put luck to it, you can. If you have any luck points.
I will put 3 points into it.
Okay.
Okay, so that's... It's cool, right? Okay, 9,
Yes.
10, 11, 12. And I roll a 3. 15.
Okay. So he just kind of looks at you, a second. He's not intimidated, but it looks like he's probably got bigger fish to fry. And he says, why don't you just go on and get out of here?
Sure, boss. And I'll just stand there waiting for everybody else either. There was no other door, right? This is the only door into the... Yeah.
Yep.
So I'll just stand there and wait for them to exit. Like, I'm not going to let them in.
Well, you were already exiting. They actually haven't exited at this point.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Like, so I stop, like, on the walkway or whatever.
Okay.
And look, because I'm looking for the, like, is the wagon out here? But I'm not going to step off the walkway until the others come out.
Okay, so are you exiting with, who's carrying Stolas?
I guess
She is-
I would be.
Oh, then that went down way different then. I wasn't aware. Okay,
Yeah.
so no, that was not enough to intimidate. He is drawing his pistol at this point. And he says, "You're under arrest."
And I'm like, no.
Punch him in the face.
Punch him. I have a rifle.
You're also
Deck him with
you're
the
also
rifle.
carrying somebody.
That's true. Well, I'll just drop Stolas. It's fine.
Okay, so go ahead, and we are now in combat.
Like,
Yet
I didn't want to
again.
have to do this. I didn't want to have to do. You made me do this. I hate this game. Okay.
So, Jerome, upon hearing what's going on outside, I want to start looking around and see if I can find any weapons.
Well, we are in combat right now, so you can do that on your combat round. I need everybody to roll a d10 and add their reflex.
1d10. I go on 10.
Well,
Oh, pardon me.
10.
So Callie goes on 10, Britt goes on 12, and Shelly goes on 10?
Mhm.
Okay. Alrighty. So Brittany, you're up first.
I'm going to also look around for a weapon.
Okay.
If I can be creative. Are we still inside the building at this
Sort
point?
of, yes.
Yeah, we didn't walk out.
You haven't,
yet.
you haven't fully walked out yet.
Okay. If anything that I can grab and like swing at him, if it's like a bucket or the pot of coffee or anything,
Okay. So there is a pot of coffee.
I'm
I'll
looking.
go with that.
Are you
I'll grab the pot of coffee.
are you really going to defile the sock coffee that way?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It would be a fitting
Oh my
end
God.
to our experience with the
That's
coffee.
a hanging offense there.
Dang it.
Okay. So
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the coffee and I'm gonna throw it at his head.
Okay, so
Like-
you grab it. So you
Yep.
just look around, you spot it, you grab it, and you lob it. You are down 2 for that second action. You are rolling reflex and athletics to lob the improvised IED.
Hey, we've been
Okay,
practicing this. Good job.
-2.
Yes. And if she rolls really well, watch her turn it into something regular in her repertoire.
Right.
I
Just a
lobbed the
coffee
sock
throw.
coffee.
She rolls like 32 points.
13.
Okay. So not enough based on where he's at, but you're just like, "Ugh." So right over your shoulder comes this hot kettle of coffee, like comes flying right, and because you can smell it, it goes flying right past you. Okay, so that was 12. We're at 10. So Shelly and Callie.
I'm looking for a rifle, pistol, something.
They have pistols and rifles in the case, but the case is locked.
Is it a glass case?
No.
Okay. I'm going. my second action, I want to look for something to break the lock with.
Okay, well, that's still kind of part of your action, but okay, so
Yeah.
you're there's a letter opener.
Hold on, let me look at my. Okay, I'm going to try to pick the lock. Why not?
With the letter opener? All righty.
Yep. So let me roll. I'm going to use my last 2 points of luck. So that's 5, 6, 7. And intelligence?
To pick
Pick the
locks.
lock.
I
Yeah,
don't
what
know.
do.
Oh, it's
Tech.
tech,
Oh, tech. Okay.
tech, and pick lock.
17.
Okay. So that's what you were doing this particular round?
Mhm.
Callie.
I'm gonna shoot him. That's, Ugh.
Oh no!
I rolled a 1. Okay.
All
You don't have
right.
another reroll?
Nope.
I had 1.
Roll again. Roll a d10 to see how bad off it
1
is.
low. A 3.
3. Okay, so you, through all of your intimidation, cock your rifle, fire, misfire.
Oh, no.
Clear and shoot again as a -2 after I get whatever's happening.
You're gonna have to actually spend an action to do that. So it is frozen
Yep.
for actions this round. You'll be able to clear it out next round,
Okay.
like forcibly eject the round. He fires at this point. He is point blank. So he is gonna take 2 shots at this point. One at you and one at actually 2 at you. So 1 hits. Second hits. Blah blam. First one in the chest. Ow. Right in the memories. And the other one, left arm. Bam. Okay. Now let's see if Ghost learned her lesson from last time. Does she have skin weave?
Oh yes, you can't take that off or forget it.
She forgot to put it on this morning.
Oh my! I forgot my skin.
You. Okay, so the first round hits, does nothing.
I also have a body modifier -3.
Right. Second one hits, does nothing. So bam, bam, both shoot you both. One in the chest, one in the arm. They do nada.
She just looks at him like, "How do you explain that? How? How do you explain that?" And I just stare at him. Now, do you want to go home to your family?
Go ahead and well, actually, no. We're at the top of the round at this point. Brittany.
Okay, so what did the coffee end up doing?
The coffee has made
just threw it on the
spectacular
ground.
mud on the ground right now.
I didn't make contact. And I'm trying to
Okay.
pick the lock.
What else? What else can I find as far as weapons?
There's the weapon case that Shelly is attempting to pry open, or wiggle the lock at this point. Those actually have, weapons in them. There is, I mean, if you wanted to,
what can I Jackie Chan?
a chair.
I'll go with a chair. I'll try a chair.
You could also do a spittoon.
Mm,
Do this, but no.
I'll try the chair. I'll try
She's
the
like,
chair.
the potential backlash on that. No.
Yeah,
No,
because if
Okay.
she was
would
to
be
roll a
awful.
1,
So
ooh.
you grab the chair. You're gonna. Are you lobbing it at him, or are you running outside to clock him with it?
What can I do in one action?
Obtain the chair for use in attack.
Okay. And then on my next turn, I could run out there and swing it at him.
Yeah, if you want to wait till next round, yes, you can. Or you can
Okay,
attempt
I'll
to
do
do it
that.
this round.
No, I'll wait.
Okay, so you pick up
I
the
need
chair.
I need all the points I can get.
Okay, so you pick up the chair and you're ready to rumble at this point. Chair shot. So now we are at Ghost and Octavia.
So it's going to take an action to clear, but then I can take a second action to
Yes.
try to fire at -2. Okay.
Yep. So go ahead and you clear the round. Boom.
Give me some good.
Shiv says, "Have a seat." Wham.
Nice.
So that'll be. Hold on. Is it -4? So.
He's not dodging. He's starting to move at this point, kind of to the side. So you need to get higher than a 12.
15.
Yep, that's a hit. Roll damage.
I do not know what I am wielding. So I'm guessing I'm not wielding my giant sniper rifle.
You are not. You have if you're using the rifle that I gave to you, let me take a look. I've got the equipment listed down. Hang on a second.
Oh, is it the autocannon? No.
No.
Finfel? No.
No. They didn't have any of that in the 1800s.
They didn't have cyber arms either, and here we are.
Well, that's because you were placed in an area that was like the 1800s. They're not going to strip that out of you and say, "Here, go have fun." So it's going to be just a long rifle at this point. So 3d6.
Yes. So good. 13.
Okay. Where did you catch him? Let's find out.
Probably the leg. We're just shooting people in the legs over here.
Yeah. For some reason, Doc is channeling his spirit through you. And you
shoot the leg.
Yes.
Shoot him in the knee.
You shoot him in the right leg. And you did how much?
13.
Ooh. Bam. So you almost lay the rifle against his leg and fire and let it out. So he screams in pain as the bullet, rips straight through him.
I just shake my head. I told you.
Octavia?
Poor no humanity. She's a murderer. She's no.
Since I can't seem to pick the lock,
No,
I'm
it's
going to.
undone at this point.
Oh, is it undone? It's
Yes.
okay. Well, then I'm grabbing 2 of the rifles, thinking I'm going to hand one to Sam, but I've got
Okay,
2
so
rifles.
you just grab 2 of the 2 long rifles out of there. You're
Yep.
going to have to grab rounds as well, just letting you know.
Yep, and that's what she's going to do.
Okay, so you are collecting weapons. So
Yep.
it is his turn at this point. Of course, he is panicked. And he is going to fire 2 more times and start trying to run at this point. At Ghosts. First one is a hit. Second one is a hit. Let's see. I used to be a net runner like you until I took some buckshot to the knee. You get shot to the right leg in return. Ooh, this one's not going to be good. Right to the head. So this one may be a problem.
Uh-oh.
So the
Luckily, a
leg
skin weave.
probably is fine. Yeah, so the leg is fine. Again, it's doing superficial damage, making it look not fleshy. And if anything, damaging the clothing. The head, however, is another story. Any damage to the head is double damage by default.
Roll 2 ones.
Still -3. At least I got that going for me.
Okay. And let me double check something real fast.
That's not good.
No. Oh, wrong way. Do. I'm way up at Cyberpunk.
Thinking of that song by Donna Summers, Ring My Bell.
Oh, I'm not going to sing anything because I'll probably get accused now of being like Will Smith or something. People expect me to walk up and just like slap Dale or something. Get my wife's name out your mouth. Here we go. Damage, hit location. I remember there being something else to headshots. I'm just double checking. Cover wounds. Limb loss. Head hits. Here we go. Head hit always doubles the damage. Is that all they say? Wow. Yeah, that's all they say. Okay, so boom. Yeah. Okay, so. Oh, I see. So it does. Okay, so point blank, it does max damage. Never
Oh no.
mind. That's really gonna hurt. Okay.
Oh
So
no.
kaboom. So the first round hits leg, no problem. Second round, however, hits you in the head. You've taken no damage so far. So you're at 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hang on. Just so I'm doing this correctly. Okay, so we have got 22 minus, and you have 12 for the skin weave, and your
3.
BTM is 3, yes?
Mm-hmm.
So 12, so 15. So you take 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are in serious.
3, 4, 6, 7.
You need to make
Third box in.
You need to make a stun save. Yeah, 3 boxes into serious. You need to make a stun save. Roll above a 1.
7.
You are fine. Boom. So now you're seeing some stars with that shot that connected like right between your eyes and is actually, it struck up your head and you're bleeding kind of profusely from your forehead at this point from that shot. And he is attempting to run limp away. We are now at the top of the round. And Brittany.
Yeah, I'm gonna run and give him a seat with this chair.
Okay. Sit down. Go ahead and roll your reflex and melee.
$16.
So that is enough to hit. Go ahead and roll your damn. Where did you catch him? Wow.
In the
okay.
rear.
Kinda. The rear left leg. Everybody hating on the left leg right now. So
Hit him in the leg.
Get him in the leg.
Skulls is over here channeling Sensei Kreese. Sweep the leg.
What do I add
Oh,
in my roll.
for your chair. It is going to be, we'll say it's blunt damage, but it is 1d8.
Okay. Just I rolled 1d8
1d8, yes.
straight.
Straight.
7.
Ooh. So you clip him. Obviously, the chair doesn't quite break. It rattles a good bit as you hit, and you send like his. Actually, that's his wounded leg. You send no, it's his left leg. So you send his good leg flying forward. Yeah, Shiv with the puns. You've been benched. As he goes flying backwards and hits the ground.
All right.
It is Callie and Shelly's turn.
I'm going to run out of the building with the weapons and the ammo, seeing what's happening. I am going to yell out, "Don't kill him. We don't need to be wanted for murder as well."
Okay, so you're just dramatic at this point. So basically, this is how this happens, right? So firefight, everybody's going on. Person with low humanity, just her give a cares are all done, and she's just taking rounds, and now a round has hit her, and fury is bulging from her eye sockets as blood is coming down, and he's trying to run. Before Ms. Morality says that everybody should run, and not kill this guy, she comes out with like ammunition in her arms and 2 guns like this, very obviously stealing. It's like, we shouldn't kill him. We don't want to be wanted for murder too.
But if we kill all the characters, then wouldn't the game be over?
Yeah, does that mean we win?
Ghost.
How many robots are there? I'm just gonna put the rifle on my shoulder and just be like, God. Just gonna wait and see what happens because she's like, she just took him out the chair.
We're just going to opt for the maximum carnage ending.
Yes, Sam's out here now. I can listen to her. She'll probably make
Oh, yeah,
better choices than me.
Don't
Just
listen to
wait.
Octavia. Jeez. No respect.
So he's just laying on the ground at this point, moaning in pain and bleeding. And
I'll calmly walk over.
you can hear him calling out to the sheriff at this point, and he's like, "Sheriff!"
I'm like, shh, no, we
I'm
don't want the sheriff to
wounded.
get shot. Shh, don't do it. Don't save your friend. I wonder if Doc was here, if we could actually open them up and figure out if they are mechanical or not. She just stares at it
That's
like a creeper.
kind of morbid.
Yeah, but then we get
We-
answers, right?
There is a break in combat. What is everybody doing?
We need
Staring at
to
Scott.
go.
Oh, I'm gonna call for.
Yes. Let's go to the stables. I'm sure that's where they put our wagon. The stables.
I'll
Horses
look around
are
and go
there.
like, "Hey, Nigel, or whatever that guy's name is. Yo, connoisseur,
Sergey.
butler, Sergey."
So-
Just wait.
Ghost is just calling out to random names at this point, like out in the middle of nowhere, kind of like John Travolta looking around, just like
Yeah, like
sort of thing. Stolas
where's our?
is laughing his ass off at this point.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. Oh, I go pick him up.
He's still tied up, huh?
Yeah.
Let's head to the stables.
Should we untie him so he can
No.
walk on his own?
Yeah,
No.
I'll untie him.
No.
I'm like,
Okay.
come on, Stolas, let's go.
So Ghost pulls on the ropes and yanks him free. So
Maybe we should leave his hands tied, though.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe.
who stole us?
Yeah.
You guys need to decide quick.
No,
Okay,
I'm
but I
gonna
just untie him.
Yeah,
Just
we
untie him.
Okay.
we need the extra gunslinger.
Okay, so he gets up and starts stretching. It's just like, oh, finally. Oh. Man.
Let's go get the horses.
All right.
Yeah, we still
Yeah.
need to level up.
Shut up, Stolas.
I don't think this is a leveling type of game. I think it's
Head
more like
toward-
a.
So
Inner
she's
party.
gonna head towards the stables. Hopefully there are wagons there.
Yeah. Hopefully a wagon is there.
Okay, so you guys start. There are a couple people in town at this point who see all of you, running, over towards the stables. At this point, he's hollering down the street, for help and somebody to come help him because, he's been hurt really bad, which he has been. I mean, he took a hefty round to the leg, and then his other leg got clipped out from under him by WWE
By-
Sam.
By a woman.
By a woman. Embarrassing. Got the shot by a woman too. Embarrassing.
My God,
why you
he
don't-
got hit with a chair shot.
That's why you don't piss off the women. Men never learn.
But you run around to the stables, and yeah, I mean, it's there. You have to pull the horses back to the cart, but that's where they parked it for the time being.
Okay.
We're gonna do the best we can
Yep.
to put this back together.
Okay. As you guys are, trying to connect, the bibs and bobs and strappy things and get the horses, into place, you can hear, you can hear some horses riding in town at this point. By the time you guys
Oh.
get on the wagon to start, riding out here as quickly as possible, Stolos kind of peeks around and he says, "Hey, the sheriff's back in town." And so he from where you guys are at, you guys are about ready to jump in. He just waves, just all, "Hey!"
Shut up, Stolas. Can I hit him in the head with the gun? Try to knock him out.
Stolas, I'll call when we get back to the ranch. I know where it's hidden.
He says, "Yeah, I know where it's hidden too. It's got a little glowy green gem over it."
I'm gonna kill him.
What? No, it
I'm
doesn't.
going to kill him.
He says, "Yeah, totally." He says, the guys who were heading to Oregon Trail told me about it."
I'm gonna kill him.
Okay, let's just go.
It's,
So she's
don't-
just gonna go.
She's like, I don't know. I can't tell if he's being
Yeah,
serious right now.
whatever they say to get the horses going.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
They say mush.
We're
And you
just
guys
yelling
just
mush.
start
Mush.
you guys start running out and on the back of the cart, and you start tearing out. That is where we're going to stop for tonight, as everybody is on the run.
Yeah.
And Maury's gonna be so mad. He's gonna be like, "You got shot in the head. What are you doing?"
Yeah, we are the headshot crew tonight. Holy moly.
I leave for one night and you guys all get shot.
Okay, so I
Everybody's
hope you
doing it.
I hope you guys had fun.
That's
I
what Doc is for.
I came into this with loose expectations because, much like a LARP, that's kind of what you have to do. And
I
that's
was all ready
and
for
that's-
Doc to die.
kind of where you guys are at with in this particular setting right now.
Yeah.
It's all you don't know what the hell's going on.
Right.
But again, I hope you guys had fun. Our next game coming up is tomorrow. It's going to be Street Fighter. So looking forward to that. That's at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then our next game after that is the following week, which would be Vampire the Masquerade. We're back in action with our folks at Vampire. I guess we get to find out the fallout of the season finale and see where it goes from there.
Yes,
time
there's
for us
no,
to take out the
there's
trash.
no more vampire on Saturdays.
Then that's correct. And then next Saturday, which would be Saturday the 17th. Saturday the 17th will be Marvel Superheroes yet again, and we get to find out just what has happened to our captured heroes. I just reconnected with a missionary who was totally enamored with the stories that I would tell him about the superhero game. So when I reconnected with him earlier on today, he specifically asked what you guys were doing. Like,
Awesome.
he asked about you guys. So I gave him a big
Awesome.
dialogue of like where we last left off. So So it's been great. Okay, cool. Well, thank you guys, and please, if you could, any dollar you could donate to Control Alt Delete would be greatly appreciated. All of it goes directly to them, and it's for a great cause, and it helps get people out of domestic violence situations and onto better lives, better situations for themselves. So with that, we're going to go ahead and sign out tonight. Oh, and thank you, Davy Jones, for kicking out that charity link. Much appreciated. And take it easy. Good night, guys.
Hey.